everyone. In previous lecture we discussed what is De Morgan law and distributive law and some important result. In this lecture we will discuss the topic diagrammatic and graphical representation of data. Friends, question must be coming in your mind, what is diagrammatic and graphical representation? If you understand in one line, diagrammatic representation means data shown by diagram, and graphically representation means data are shown by graph. Right, friends? Now again question come, why we use it? As you know, data are collected from various resources in raw form. After collecting data and editing the data, we require to represent the data. As we know that classification and tabulation of data can be used to represent it, but sometimes it is difficult to understand by layperson. For that we require that the diagrammatic and graphical representation of data. Right, friend? Actually, friend, there are numerous ways of displaying the statistical data pictorially. Some of mean form, such like in visual form, visual representation are diagrammatic graphical representation and pictogram, as you say picture form, or next one is cartogram like map form. Right, friend? So this is the overall view of the introduction of diagrammatic. So if you know what the proper definition, how to define the diagrammatic representation. So firstly I will discuss the diagrammatic representation. After that we will discuss about the graphical representation. Okay. So firstly we will discuss diagrammatic representation. So write down the definition of diagrammatic representation. Diagrammatic representation. Representation. So what is? When data is represented, when, write down the definition, when our data presented in a simple and attractive manner, in the form of diagram, is called, as I told you before, in the diagram form, is called diagrammatic representation. Diagrammatic representation. Right, friend? Of data. Representation of data. Diagram provides a way of presentation the data visually form and brings out the silent feature of the data. Right? So this is the uses of the diagram. We know about the what the uses of diagram. It's eye catching, very attractive in manner, and easily form the diagram. So many are uses. Later on I discuss about the uses of the diagrammatic representation, uses of the diagrammatic representation. Now let's discuss the diagrammatic presentation through flowchart. and its types also. So if you make the pictorial representation of flowchart of the diagrammatic representation. So what is the flowchart? Okay, I make the representation flowchart of diagrammatic representation, and its types also shown here. So this is in three types. First one is geometric form. First form is known as the geometric form. First type is known as geometric form. Second one is frequency diagram, and third one is arithmetic line graph, or you can say that time series graph. So this is not in your course, so I am not discuss about this one. I am discuss only these forms, geometric form and frequency diagram. So geometric form are also in two types. First one is there are so many types, but I am discussing only two types. First one is one dimension, because this is in your course, one dimension, and second one is one dimensional diagram. Two dimensional diagram is also, and three dimensional also in your course is first dimension diagram. So I will discuss this one, and second one is your most important is pi diagram. And frequency diagram are three types. First one is histogram, and second one is frequency polygon, and frequency curve, and third one is ogive curve. Right, friends? So these are the most important these are the most important flowchart. So this is the geometric form, or you have taken one dimension diagram, two dimension, three dimension, and pi diagram, but I am taking only the two. And here frequency diagram, the histogram, frequency polygon, and frequency curve, and third one is ogive curve. Right, friend? So now to make a now to discuss what is a one dimension diagram and what's its types. So firstly, write down the one dimensional diagram. Write on the geometric form, it means one dimensional diagram. So discuss the one dimensional diagram. One dimensional diagram. So friends, one dimensional diagrams are so many types. It's also name of the bar diagram. You can say the one dimensional diagram is also called the bar diagram. This is another name is diagram. Bar diagram. Right? Why we are saying this is a bar diagram? Because in the diagrammatic representation, we are using the tools like bar, using the tools to make the diagrams. We are using the tools like bar. Uh, um, now, firstly, write down all the types of this one-dimensional diagram. So first one is a simple bar diagram. Simple bar diagram. Second one is multiple bar diagram. Third one is subdivided bar diagram. Fourth one is percentage bar diagram. Fifth one is division bar diagram, and last sixth one is broken bar diagram. So now discuss one by one all the types. So firstly consider the simple bar diagram. First we will discuss one dimensional diagram. One dimensional diagram. So write down the one dimensional diagram. Friends, these types of diagram use only one dimension. It means only length of bar and lines are taken into account. Right? This is also called a bar diagram. Bar diagram. If you write the proper definition, so bar diagram are those bar diagram are those diagram in which data are presented are presented in the form of bars or rectangles rectangles. So first I make a one bar diagram of any data, then you can understand easily. If you take a proper pencil and ruler, then you make the accurate bars. Here I will take the ear. This is, here I will take the ear, and here I will take proper scale. So here I will take the birth rate. So friends, this diagram shows the bar diagram because I am using the bar for showing the birth rate. So if you see in year 2005 and 6, the birth rate is, this is your around 45, around something like 45, and this one is I will take 75, and this one is I will take 35. So 2000 in the year 2005 and 6, you see the birth rate is 45, and in 2006 and 7 birth rate is 75, and in 2007 and 8 it will be 35. So birth rate is 35. So I'm using the I'm showing the birth rate through using the bar diagrams. I'm using the bar diagram showing the birth rate, right friend? So you can easily understand. Now, so I'm using the bars for showing the birth rate. So this is the bar diagram. So what are the features of the bar diagram? So you have to learn what are the features of this bar diagram. So write on the features. Features of bar diagram. Friends, here you see, here you see the length of the bar. Length of the bars are may vary, right? So first one is length of the bar may vary, but you see width is remains the same, but width remains the same of each bar, right? So this is the first one, very important feature. If you are making the bar diagram, you always remember length may be vary according to your data. Now second point, but width remains the same of each bar. So always make the equal width bars for making the bar diagram. Now second one is bars are equidistant from each others. It means the gap between these bars, you see here, the gap between the gap between the gap between these bars should be equal from each other. It means these bars should be equal from each other. So this is very important. Now third feature, bar diagram either being vertically or horizontally. Bar diagram either being vertically or horizontally. So horizontally, vertical bar most probably used to represent growth or decline rate of variables under study, and while the horizontal bar used to represent the data mm, to represent the data attributes, right friend? Now fourth point, very important point, uh, bar diagram can be made more attractive using different colors. So bar diagram can be made more attractive if you are using the different colors, if using different colors, right friends? So these are the features of the bar diagram. If you are making bar diagram, then you learn these features. Firstly, if you are making the bar diagram, then you use the properly scale and pencil, so you find the accurate diagram, accurate bar diagram properly. If you want the if you want to make the width remains the same of each bar, so you use the properly scale and pencil, right? So you can find the accurate bar diagram. And second one is, always remember, you have to make the bar diagram, so distance, the gap between the bar diagrams should be equal, right, to each other. And now fourth one is, if you want attractive bar diagram, then you can use the different colors, or different, using the different pens for making the bar diagram, right friend? So these are the features, these are the bar diagram, and these are the bar diagram, and there are the way how it will to draw the bar diagram, right? I hope you understand the diagrammatic presentation and what are the bar diagram, and what about the feature. Now you understand. I hope you understand. I hope you understood. This is the main. This is the properly definition of bar diagram, and now in next lecture I will discuss what are the types. We will discuss the types of diagram, types of bar diagram. So there are so many types of bar diagram, so I'm define the six types. So in next lecture, in next lecture, I will discuss about the bar diagram and types of bar diagram. So I hope you understand types of bar diagram. Thank you so much and take care. Bye bye.